What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to Pontiac WYAC and the place to be. We got a special guest in the building. Oh, you heard her already. You heard her already. You know who it is. Uh-oh. So we about to go ahead and introduce the woman of the hour, no other than Councilwoman Melanie Rutherford, Pontiac District 1.
Good evening, everyone. What up, though? What up, though?
What's happening? What's happening? Thanks for popping in and gracing us with your presence here. And introduce the young man next to you, please.
This is someone that's near dear to my heart. He runs.
He said young man.
He did call you young, right?
Pull that a little bit closer to you, brother.
Yeah, he said young man.
You do look good and young. So this is Mr. Conrad Cowell. He runs an organization called RB2L, Resurrection Back to Life. He's also my campaign manager for my campaign. Just the overall bad guy, great guy, doing great things in the city of Pontiac. So he's where I'm at, he is, where he is, I am, and we work together trying to make Pontiac better.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we brought you in today just to have this one this one-on-one or 2-on-3 or whatever, however we want to do it. But we want to give the public an opportunity to go ahead and speak to you, know more about you. Plus, you've been doing mighty, mighty, mighty great work. I'm a supporter of you, number one. I ain't afraid to say it. Some people are.
They are afraid to say it right now.
I don't get it.
It's out of fear, because sometimes when you are different and set apart, people don't know how to handle you, so they mislabel you oftentimes. And my supporters, I know who they are, they know who I am, and they have to really go to war for me because I go to war for them, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. So let us know a little bit about you, your District 1, with your, your platform, number one.
So basically, I was born and raised in the city of Pontiac. I'm 46 years old. I am a single mother. Just became a recent homeowner, and I'm so proud of those things. But I was given the opportunity of a lifetime to serve the city of Pontiac. What a lot of people don't know about me is previously, before I was on city council, I actually served 4 years as a member of the Pontiac Public Library, which I'm proud of too. I felt like I made a difference when I was there. So this is not my first go around of being an elected official. This is actually my second go around being an elected official. My platform is just simply serving the people, because this truly has to be about the people. And a lot of people say that, but if you look at my walk, and I treat being in leadership as ministry, right? And sometime in ministry, you have pitfalls. You have in ministry, you make mistakes. But if you're truly about the service of the people, that's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? Recently, we've had a lot of things happen in my district, and we'll get into that.
Right.
But when I ran 4 years ago, I talked about accountability. I display that.
Yeah.
I talked about making sure a youth center is getting built. I've done that.
Yeah.
I talked about fixing the roads. The major roads in District 1 have been fixed. And right now, currently, State Street is being fixed. I talked about having access to your council leadership. I think I'm the most accessible councilwoman you've ever met. I talked about affordable housing. There's been 98 new houses built in this District 1. We also have a program through my other position I'm on as the vice president of Pontiac Housing Commission. We're about to do the 100 Home Initiative.
Wow.
I talked about giving money, small business grants. I did that.
Okay.
My platform, and I talked about our Dunlap. That was my baby. And just recently, we did the ribbon cutting because we're going to be rebuilding our Dunlap. But there's so much more. I talked about homelessness, and we can get into that. You can ask whatever you want to know about that. Recently, me and Mr. Conrad Cowell, we had to do what's the word we want to call? A warming center. That's the word we have to use. Okay. Warming center, so that the homeless impacted individuals have a place to go in the winter. And he could tell you about that because he served it. You know.
But the whole homeless thing came from being in that lifestyle at one time, being homeless.
Okay.
Yeah, both of us was before.
And we've seen all these people that were dying in Oakland County. We had that too.
Yeah.
And somebody had to do something different. So the year before that, we was at the First Presbyterian.
Right.
But that got shut down as far as the ordinance from the mayor.
Yeah, from the mayor.
So which mayor?
Timothy Brown shut it down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, he shut that down.
Okay.
And so what people don't know is that we volunteered the first year. Okay. Because when you're really about service, you don't everything ain't for display.
Right.
Some things, if you're truly serving people, you don't have to tell people. You never have to argue the truth.
Meaning she didn't want to have to say that she slept at the warming center at the shelter on a mat that you probably see in a prison cell, but she slept on it multiple days because somebody had to staff the center in order for it to run. So if nobody's staffing it, then they're out in the cold.
Right.
So
she played the part that she had to play to be able to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't want people to know that because some people do stuff for a camera and some people do stuff for accolades. But I believe in serving people. So he was like, we were there and we just didn't have enough staff. So it wasn't just me as a council person who actually stayed and serviced the shelter. I have to give shouts out to our other councilman, President Mike McGinnis. We were putting beds together in the middle of winter.
Wow.
William Councilman Parker,
Yeah,
single-handedly, William Carrington, like really serving the people. And we didn't make it about, oh, this is what the council's doing. We just did the work. And that's the difference between this council and other councils. I can't talk about what they did. I can talk about what our council has done.
Right.
And we catch a bad rap, specifically me, because I am the loudest and the most outspoken.
Well, let me, that leads into my first question. Why do you feel you're so polarizing? Because you are a polarizing figure. I mean, you have talked about this before, but you make things happen when you move into the room. Like, why are you so polarizing? What's going on with that?
Because I don't fear no man but God. And what that means is I don't care what your title is. I don't care who you think you are. If I need something done, I'm going to get it done. And it pisses people off. Yeah. And I also don't pull no punches when it comes to the least of these. I can never talk about a person who had Section 8 because I was on Section 8 for 22 years. I could never talk about somebody that was homeless because while I was pregnant with my daughter in my belly, I slept under the Phoenix Center. You understand what I'm saying? I can never talk about a girl that had a baby out of wedlock because I had my baby at 21 in college. Yeah. And so because I operate out of knowing lack, it causes people to be uncomfortable because I live my truth. And another reason is because sometimes I say the wrong things, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But I used to allow my emotions to run me, and now I run my emotions. So the first 2 years when I was on council, I was, let's go, and it pissed off a lot of people because people think because they know your name and they feel like they had a life experience with you that you're obligated to say yes to them all the time.
Right.
And I don't say yes to people I know. Everybody knows me because prior to me doing in this capacity, I'm an entertainer.
Right.
So they know that side of Mel. But Melanie Cherie Rutherford, a servant of the people, have to serve all people. And so it pissed off a lot of the cliques because I don't back down from them. I've lost a lot of friends because of me being an elected official.
Wow.
It's hard to be in a relationship because of me being an elected official.
I mean, well, you know what? I mean, it's not for the faint of heart because when you put yourself in a public position or you put yourself out there, period, you are risking a lot. You're risking a lot of your personal life, your relationships, everything. You know what I mean? So, a lot of it is laid on the table for everybody to see. So that takes a lot of courage and, that takes a lot of gumption to be able to be in the position that you are. What are people going to be expecting for you from a second term, if God so be it?
If God gives me the opportunity, I'm going to finish what I started. Our Dunlop is going to be done. I'm going to create more job opportunities. Everything I said I was going to do, I'm going to do it at a 2.0 maximum level. We are going to have a warming center that's actually functional and operational. My partnership with RB2L, he has a mental health events that he's doing to create a safe space for for all men to talk about mental health illness, making sure that people transition from having a voucher to being a homeowner. And who else can tell them that? Making sure that we have a real relationship with the school district, making sure that we finish the bridge, making sure that the youth center is done. All I'm going to do is continue to do the work, but at a maximum level.
Well, let me ask you this. Here. I'm born and raised on the south side of town, Cedardale. I got a specific love for that side of town. I love all the other side of towns, but I'm a District 1 guy. You know what I mean?
District 1 baby.
You know what I'm saying? So, what's been disturbing to me a little bit lately, and everybody knows this, is it's the violence aspect. I don't know if you want to dive into that right away, right quick, but I do want to talk about that because it is an issue citywide, just not District 1. That's not a District 1 problem. It's an overall city problem.
Well, first of all, we have to be candid about people being fearful to learn how to advocate for themselves and also not having a way to channel their anger. I have PTSD. I've been diagnosed with PTSD since I was 27 years old. And if you don't have a proper way to channel that anger, you can explode and actually hurt somebody. Now, I'm not using that as an excuse, but 90% of the problems that we're having in our city is because people are having mental health issues or a lack of resources. And so I can say what I've had to do, because every time there is a killing in my district, every time there is a domestic violence issue that I know about in my district, but if there's a robbery, and he gets on me all the time about going into places without somebody being there. And he's there from the RB2L perspective because we're there to be boots on the ground, not just talking the talk, but learning the resources and learning how to give people the resources and give them hope. But the killings are happening simply because these children are feeling lost. And we've got to find a way to change the disconnect and change the conversation. And so when this last killing just happened last week, he called me. I got about 30 calls, right, at city council. And I was scared to go over there at first because normally when I go in that environment, he's either there or somebody from the RB2L is there for me because I do have stalkers. Like I got real stalkers, which we'll talk about, like real stalkers. And my safety is sometimes at risk. But he couldn't get to me as quick as he wanted to. And I said, I was scared. Go. I was on the phone with him, like, I'm scared. I said, but I gotta go. Because my district's got to see somebody out there saying, hey, we know this tragedy happened. I'm here, let's get to work. And so when I was there, I'm watching, and shouts out to the Oakland County Sheriff. People can say whatever they want to say, but they had the murders that have happened here, and it's been few and far in between. They have had boots on the ground solving these cases. I don't wish anybody to be in prison. I mean, I have family members that are justice impacted. Conrad is justice impacted. However, there are still rules that have to be followed. And so when it happened, I was talking to Conrad and I was telling him, like, we got to do something. And so we came up with a call to hope. And that night I reached out to, and shouts out to Bishop Gibson. He was the only man that was there with me. There was nobody from the city that was there. I actually, if you watch city council meeting, I said, hey, I don't know what y'all dealing with, but where's the GBI program people at? I need to get over there now. And it's not to take a shot at them. And that's a problem here. Whenever you call people to the carpet and hold them accountable, the first thing everybody want to do, me included, I'm talking about me, we want to get defensive. Instead of being defensive, what are we supposed to be doing? Because we created these programs to help in this issue. And what is going on? So I believe we were on the phone. I said, the news is here. I got to say something. And I was like, we're about to do something that's called a call to hope. And he could talk about what we're going to be doing at Call to Hope on Saturday. What you got?
So first I want to address one thing. RB2L partners with staff or individuals who want to be able to do what they can for community. So that's one thing we're about. However, as an organization, we support community. So my partnership when it comes to elected official and what you do is on my personal capacity. So I want to make sure that that is expressed. Secondly, I know the mental health issues that we're dealing with, and we just had this discussion. So just recently, this Saturday, we had a mental health event at the Riker Building. So we have an office at 35 here around Suite 403. That's where RB2L's office is at, Resurrection Back to Life. So we called for a gathering of the mental health leaders in this community. We got together people from Common Ground. We went them there. We ended up getting from Hope, the shelter, the director there.
Havenwood.
Yeah. So we wanted to get these individuals together so we can have a conversation. Oh, Sheriff Fagan, who deals with mental health.
Yeah.
So the whole goal was to build this committee, which is what we did.
Okay.
To create a solution in regards to mental health in Pontiac. And one of the discussions that we talked about was the mental health issues of our young people. So PTSD is real. And the courts will never say that's a real thing when it comes to cause and effect of crime. That won't happen legally. However, they do realize that PTSD is a real thing. PTSD affects our young people in a different way.
Right.
I suffer from PTSD. Me being a victim of gun violence, being shot myself, me shooting people myself, to my daughter, her mother, my granddaughter's mother being shot 3 times with an AK and watching her best friend get killed right next to her in the car. So these are things that I'm passionate about. So RB2L's whole focus is about gun violence and anti-gun violence. We got our 6-piece rally coming up, and we've been doing this for 6 years, but the whole goal is dealing with gun violence. But in order to see gun violence change, and if you look at what we do in the community, our theory is simple. If you change people's condition, you can change the circumstances.
Absolutely.
But if you don't change conditions, then you don't change circumstances, then you're going to have the same perpetual cycle that's keep going on and on.
Right.
So a lack of opportunities is a lot of problems in our communities. So what we do is try to foster things that bring opportunities.
Yeah.
That build economic development.
Yeah.
That bring workforce development.
Yeah.
Trying to build these things in the community, because if somebody ain't got a job and they ain't working, so now they thinking about hustling. That hustling got a seed, it grow.
Right.
And it begin to grow into something else. So you come from hustling to now you done shot somebody.
Right. And a lot of people don't know that it really is about a disconnect and not feeling like I have hope. I operated out of that hurt. I operated out of that anger. Even when I got elected, and this is a real uncut conversation.
Let's be that.
I was so angry because all I want to do is serve people. And I'm very emotional about that. I'm very passionate about that. And so people literally, there are groups, whether you know that or not, that get together and say, we're going to make her have, what that word is, crash out.
Yeah.
We want Mel to crash out.
Yeah.
So we could say, hey, she doesn't have decorum. And here's the thing. When I did crash out, because I did.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I crashed out. But it saved my life.
Right.
Because it made me have to deal with the one thing I never have had to deal with, is my anger towards rejection.
So can you promise, you can't make promises, and life is, hopefully long, but we don't know what tomorrow may bring. Can you promise not a crash out like you had before? You know what I mean?
What I can tell you is, if we tell
make a campaign commitment here.
I'm not only am I making a campaign commitment, I'm investing in learning different skills. So what people don't know is when I did crash out, not only do I take full ownership, I asked for help in a different way, because I've been in therapy since I was 27 years old. But I said, I need to deal with anger management. And so I went to President Mike McGinnis and I said, listen, I need help because I'm being bullied. He would tell you people go through my trash.
So one thing I say you do, then I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, that's okay, darling.
To say this for real. You being able to not operate as if you showing your emotions.
Yeah, and that was
an issue.
That was a major issue.
But I do know you have been harassed at times, and I'm going to speak about the incident at City Hall.
Yeah.
When the gentleman stepped up to you, like literally in front of your face like this.
Okay.
So I happened to come out and see the commotion and, him saying belligerent stuff. So I stepped right in between them two. So I'm just standing there looking at him. And he was ranting all kind of stuff. And I just did that look at him. I ain't say nothing, just kept staring at him.
Yeah.
But he can see from the look on my face that I'm really not in the mood for this. So whatever you're trying to be on, this ain't the night for it.
It ain't the night. Right.
So he got to ranting and then he stopped. And that's when the sheriff came out.
Yeah, the sheriff's had to come out. And but what I want to do to answer, here's my campaign promise. I promise to use all the skills that I have learned to control how I respond to things. So a lot of people get mad, oh, she gets up all the time. But what they don't know is I get up because when it is too much, because people use that mic, and I'm gonna tell you how I know, because I used to, they use that mic and they go below the belt. They talk about people's kids. I watched a previous council member have a breakdown and couldn't handle it because they think that mic gives them the opportunity to be disrespected. It's all good. Like, there are people that are never gonna like me no matter what I do.
Right.
I get it. But when you start threatening my life and my safety, when I have to call him, and I've had to, and I be like, listen, I need you to get here right now. I am not safe. That's the problem. And it's a cultural thing where people don't understand you could be disagreeable without becoming threatening. So to answer your question, no, I won't crash out anymore because I know how to handle it better.
Okay.
But at that time, you have to remember there was a horrible, salacious newspaper article about me.
Right.
I ain't nothing that's happened. We're gonna deal with all of it.
Right.
Kingpin.
I was a kingpin, right? 2 weeks before the article came out, I called you. If you remember, sometimes I said they about to put out this. They about to put out this.
I remember.
Mudslinging article about me. I know I ain't did nothing, and I watched people who are elected officials in the city put it up on their page. I watch people to say, I care so much about this community, say, we got her, let's destroy the bitch. And I don't want to cuss, but that's really what they said. They have cyclos. And what happened was the best thing that ever happened to me was when I crashed out, because everybody doesn't know, my biggest fear in life was to be put on display.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes you have to crash out.
Yeah, but
I mean,
but you can't.
You can't. But it depends because people will back you into a wall. Because I'm very cool, laid back demeanor, but I've been pushed too. And it's only so much you can take as a human being. And yes, you are in a position where you gotta be very careful about what you say and do.
But I'm gonna say something. Can you imagine somebody sending an article about somebody's mama while your daughter's in college?
No.
Could you imagine someone sending an article to your mother who is a Jehovah's Witness? Am I lying? Who is not sending it to your family, sending it to your job to get you fired.
Wow.
So you're trying to affect my livelihood, my safety, and my life. And what happened was I allowed the mayor's comment to set me off, which made me get censored. I deserve to be censored because I shouldn't have never let his comments. If you look at the way me and him interacted for the last 3.5 years, I'm one of the only few council people that have called him to the carpet about everything he's done wrong. And now you're seeing on display what is not being done, right? And because I was a person that said, hey, why are you hiring this person that's not qualified? Why are we losing all of the staff? Why is this not happening? I'm not being negative. Those are the things that happen. So when this article happened, because I knew it was going to come up, but I'll bring it up because I ain't scared of it. I got 1,000 emails. I was told, go kill yourself. And so I literally lost control for the first time in my life. I can have an outburst, but I've never lost control. And so when I crashed out, I said, my pastor, John Tober, called me and he said, Melanie, don't let this be your procession. Make it your parade. See, the guilty hide. I ain't hiding from nobody. The guilty run. I'm right in your face. The guilty go around and say and succumb to it. I embrace what happened to me because God has shown me who I am in this. In my prayer life is better. My mental health is better. I'm emotionally stronger because I know who my strength came from. See, I wanted the people of Pontiac to like me. I did. But I know if don't nobody like me, God loves me. If I leave this earth today, no one can say I didn't make a difference.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's my promise. I'm not going to crash out. I won't allow it. But I also won't allow people to say decorum, 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 when the very same people that are saying that have cases against them. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm still male. You did.
Right. Hey, at the end of the day, you still male. And that's the thing about it. You don't ever want to change. And I had this conversation with you, I think, earlier today, scheduling this, is just talking about do not change who you are.
Yeah.
Don't change who you are core fundamentally, because I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that can talk real good and buttoned up and very studious, and they're the most rotten, devious
to the core.
SOBs in the world.
To the core.
But it's the people that's a little bit rough around the edges, a little jagged. Those are the core, fundamentally good people. Like Tupac, he was a lot of rough around the edges, but he would get a shirt off your back. He would die for you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I feel.
And
I would die.
I'd rather have that person than the person that's all like this pretending.
Let me tell you something.
I don't like those.
And I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Your show. I would die for this city.
Yeah.
But I won't let the city kill me.
Ooh.
I will die. Listen.
Yeah.
We gotta get a little bit of that going on.
I will die for the city, but I won't let it kill me. And that's the thing. You have to look at everything from a perspective of what did you learn? Is it a teachable moment?
Right.
Oftentimes, Conrad says, Melanie, it's not about you. I think you say it every day. And I used to be timid people don't know I'm actually not shy, but I'm intimidated by some of the things I've been able to do because I was told when I got in this seat, I was incompetent. I was told when I got in this seat, I didn't know how to do anything. I was told when I got in this seat that we wouldn't tear down the Phoenix Center. I was told when I got in this seat, we wouldn't create new jobs. I was told when I got in this seat, we wouldn't have new businesses. I was told that I was too loud, too braggadocious. I was too extra. My haircut wasn't right. I'm too thick. I'm too fat. I'm ugly. I was told everything you could, but nobody ever told me, except Lee Jones, how to serve. And once I learned how to serve, you got to serve people that hate you. I just sang at a couple funerals. Half the crowd can't stand me. Guess what? I'm still serving.
Right.
Okay. I just got a call when you heard me come in. Somebody say my light's about to get turned off. When I leave here, I got to make a call because guess what? And I know this woman just 2 days ago said I locked up the park and I'm the reason why the park's shut down. I'm still going to serve. You got to serve everybody. Even people that's running in these offices and they get it twisted. You got to serve everybody. I don't have to like you to serve you.
Right. Hey, everybody, we opening up the phone line. So I mean, we got, I was about to I was about to call you a congresswoman.
No.
Wait, we got
no, sir.
We got Councilwoman District 1, Miss Melanie Rutherford, 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. Please call if you got a question or you got anything in your mind that you want to speak to the councilwoman about. Now is your time, one-on-one. If there's something that you want her to address, to put a statement or a pin in, please give a call right now, 248-905-1128. I'm gonna let you know right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't call being belligerent. I'm not gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna.
It's okay.
We're not gonna do it. No, just because it had to be set. You know what I mean? Because some people are just bam. But
I'm reading the comments. Some people are really upset right now. They're like, she needs decorum, no self-control. Okay. Oh, really? But keep going.
But yeah, please call. And if you feel, and I know, April 4th. She's been on the show, or she's co-hosted with me before.
I love April.
April, call in if you have a question, or Pam or whoever want to give a call, please. If it's praise or question that you need to ask, please do, because that's what she's here for. But let me ask you this: what separates you, or what brings you apart from any competition? You know what I mean? Competition that may be, because that's important for people. What separates you from the other? You know what I mean? For your
So I want to be very clear. I won't get into bashing another person.
Absolutely not.
Even though they bash me at every opportunity they can. That being said, what makes me different is I do the work. I've been doing the work when there wasn't no cameras watching. I've been doing the work before I was on the board. I've been doing the work when I pissed off the school district. Remember when we got arrested in high school? I was doing the work then.
Yeah.
I do the work because I'm going to ask tough questions. I do the work because I'm going to serve. And if you let's separate, I don't like Mel's attitude, and I don't think she do enough. Go ask the people that live in my district. When they ride down Bagley Street, is it smoother? I'll wait. Go ask them, is Golf Drive done? I'll wait. Go ask them if you ride down Franklin Boulevard, is it done? I'll wait. Go ask them. Hold on. Go ask when they call and say they can't keep their lights and gas on in the dead of winter. And Pastor Solomon Smith called me and say, Mel, we got to come up with $3,000. And not only do I make it happen, I said, don't tell them I did it because it ain't about me. I'll wait. Go ask when people ain't got no air conditioning, got heart problems, and they need air, and how I'll take from myself and I'll be broke half the time when I'll wait, because it's not about what you do, it's the quality of care that you give. And what separates me from everybody else is as fabulous as I dress, I get down in dirt with the best of them.
Wait a minute, but also,
yes,
that they have to ask, are you somebody who would open your house up to strangers who bring bugs in there, and you got to get rid of them because you just so friendly to do that, but you have opened your home up to strangers on many occasions?
Yeah, I and it's got me in trouble, almost got me killed.
Oh, wow.
No, real talk, because I've been homeless and listen.
Where did this service, come from? That's just, that's a God-given thing right there, because a lot of people don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
My mother served. I'm from a family of 13. And I was my mother's, what do you call it?
Caregiver.
Caregiver, okay. Black sheep. I probably get on my mama nerves more than any of her kids because I raise hell. But she taught me that you service people at all times. And I do serve. I get myself in trouble sometimes financially by helping people. I put myself in bugs. I've had to have my house sprayed.
Also, one of the
Orkin man been at your crib a couple times.
I just left. He just left. Because the woman had, and I'm not going to share her name, but I'm just going to tell you the story.
Fox 2 News. Councilwoman has bugs in her home.
You know they watching.
They are watching. Listen, they going to talk about. Listen, you just gave them something to talk about. But I don't even care.
Woman has bugs.
Right.
So it was a young lady.
Who you want for your nose?
It happened. It was a young lady. She had two children. Mm-hmm. It was the dead of winter. She had absolutely no place to go.
Okay.
I said, hold on.
No, you had to say this though. We had her in a place. Yeah. We had to remove her from the place because of the safety of her children.
For the safety of her children.
And really wasn't where we were going.
Wasn't no place to go. And all of these people say, I'll give people hotels. That is not true.
Voucher's gone. So we could get her a voucher to nowhere.
Could get her no voucher nowhere. So I said, bring her over to my house. Unbeknownst to me, I did not know she suffered from mental illness. About 3 hours later, she kind of got into a place where she felt like she shouldn't be in my home. Because she said, I got a brother. I seen a roach. Mm-hmm. I said, baby, this ain't house ain't got no roaches. It came from wherever it came from. I said, we can fix this. And then she went into a manic episode and it became very dangerous. And I had to make a decision. And I was like, well, we're not going to put her out. We're going to go get her a hotel room.
Right.
Out of pocket.
And my lights didn't get paid that much. Like real talk. Got her a room. I made another phone call to an organization. We got her an emergency voucher. That's when they were doing the emergency vouchers. I called Barb Williams from CCRT. I said, Barb, I need you to help pay her security deposit and her first month rent. Even after we did all of that and got her in a safe environment, she still didn't take the house. Because sometimes people don't want your help. They just want you to whatever.
Right.
At the end of the day, I did everything I could to serve.
Right.
I had another young girl staying in my house. Same thing. I know what it feels like. But so I've had to learn the power of boundaries and saying no because I put myself in harm's way sometimes.
Wow. We got a question.
Yes.
What is the new development for the food hall and sheds? I'm going to try to call in. That's April Forbes.
Food hall and sheds. Ask her what is she referring to, because I don't know what food hall she was referring to.
Yeah, April. Give a call in, or get some more description with that. With that question that you're asking, right there.
Yeah, I don't know. Tell April to be Pacific. I said it right?
Yeah, specific. Yeah, Pacific Ocean. Be Pacific Ocean with it.
Miss Lorraine Phillips is listening, saying, "My God, today."
Right.
Oh, don't do it.
Call in 248-905-4128.
Call in and ask
You can ask the question directly.
And then I can look it up while I'm on the phone.
We only got her for not too much longer. We're trying to, let her go with some daylight still left.
Yeah, because I still got to pass out these flyers.
She still got work. She got work to do. So let me ask. This is one of the things that I'm glad that that you were instrumental about. I feel like you were a big voice in this and helping it possibly get passed or whatever the case may be. It's the Pontiac Central Building or Leak Industrial.
Yeah, you remember what happened?
I think that's a win. I really think that's a huge win. I congratulate and I thank you for your work for trying to get this situated and done.
Well, let me tell you why this is important. And people don't want to have this real conversation.
Have it.
But I'm going to tell you. We haven't had a DPW department in 14 years. Okay? We all know about the emergency management. We don't have to go through that story.
Right.
But the previous councils could have solved this issue.
Okay.
The first question you want to ask when people making all this noise about it, what did you do? That's not taking a jab. It's the truth. So that's facts. Number two, as I keep telling people, we never owned Pontiac Central. It was owned by the city. It was owned by the school district.
Right.
Number three, wouldn't you like to have a municipality where all of your city services are directly in one building?
Right.
So I believe in the Pontiac Central project simply because we deserve better services. Aren't you tired of complaining about the holes in the road? Well, imagine instead of us having to go all the way to Oakland County to get the stuff to put the asphalt, that we have a space that's on 300 West Huron where it's at. Ain't y'all tired of the roads not being salted on time? Well, imagine if we have our own salt domes and we're servicing the people in Pontiac. Okay, I got one more. Aren't you tired? Yeah, that's got you got to see because people like to use this is if this is a political season.
Yeah.
Where everybody want to say I'm gonna do something different. They lying from the pits of hell. They're not gonna do anything different. What they're gonna do is not do nothing. Okay, so here it goes. Ain't you tired of us not having direct city services readily available where you can go to a building to get help? That is what the building is for. But it's so much better. We cannot afford, and this is real, nobody wants to tell it. We cannot afford the upkeep of the city hall anymore. It's beyond repair. The courthouse is so hot you can cook a hot dog and ribs.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
We can't afford it. Hold on. The sheriff department, where the substation is almost 60 years old.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
What's up, April?
Is this April that we speaking to?
April Forbes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes,
You're on the line.
April.
Go ahead and ask your question. Would be a little bit more specific with that. I think that what you were talking about the what was that? The development hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The football. Yeah. Well, first of all, let me just say congratulations, Mel. I'm glad you're running again.
Thank you.
Yeah. And before I get crucified, because you know what it is and how it is, I was speaking on decorum a little bit in the comments, and this is what my wish is for you, and you're already putting in the work, and it's just amazing what you're doing, and nobody can ever take that away from you, that you are truly a public servant. No matter at the end of the day how anybody feels about you, nobody can say that you don't do what we elected you to do.
Thank you.
Now, yes, of course. Now on the subject of decorum, I think that you know, with leadership, being the woman that you are, who commands every room that you walk in, the youth, the people, and so many people look up to you. And when I say decorum, it's just when I say that, I don't mean that from a place of not feeling love for you. I come from a place of just wanting you to excel and win. And you do have to have, nobody's asking you to change who you are. People wouldn't love you for who you are if you weren't who you were. But because you got young, impressionable minds and all types of walks of life looking at you, there is a certain level of decorum that is expected.
Absolutely. And first of all, April, I receive everything you're saying, but I just want you to know that I hear you. It is the reason why I'm continuing the walk of making sure that I control my emotions, because you know me. And when I think something's wrong, in the past, I would allow myself to get so upset that I would end up getting sick. But what God is truly showing me in this season is that I just have to let my work speak for itself. And I have to stop always trying to explain things. But also I have to take criticism in a way that I don't feel like they're criticizing me. They just want it to be better. And all of us have room for improvement. And I promise you this, April, if God allows me to be reelected, I will continue to work on my decorum. I will work on my mannerisms, because I've been doing the work, but I'll work even harder so that when we have a conversation, we'll say, girl, I remember when you didn't know how to do your decorum and you got it going on now. So I receive, and I'm just being real. I receive everything that you're saying, and I thank you for being transparent and saying it to me instead of, you know how people be like, oh, just taking digs. I respect you for that. So thank you so much.
Hey, April, an idea, April. How do you think Councilwoman would do if she was to go to etiquette school? Like learn with the pinky and holding the tea.
Nah, you see, now you're playing.
No, I think
that's
etiquette
good.
school.
You play too much.
See, etiquette school helps you develop.
You know that that's not what we're talking about.
I've already been. She's talking about the temperament, honey.
But you learned that at etiquette
I went to
school.
etiquette school, remember?
Well, they must didn't do it right.
And people don't know I have people that hold me accountable. So April, thank you. He's gonna like find a class that I'm gonna have to do another class of etiquette. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Look, there's no amount of, it ain't about no holding no pinky up and where you put the silverware and all that. We ain't talking about that. No, don't do that.
Yeah,
You know,
it teaches discipline.
Mel, you are who you are, and the people who love you will love you for it. The people who don't, it is what it is. It's, you know, as you already know, you know, they can love you or lump you. That's what it is. And, you know, but nobody can truly take away the fact that you are putting in the work.
Thank you.
You are doing what you
Does that mean you're going to make me some cake? Because you know your cakes, they cost a lot, but they're good.
Look, in this economy,
girl, I know.
do what I got to do.
You do what you listen. You got the best cakes around. Thank you, April.
Thank you, April. April, thanks for giving a call in, and we're gonna be back on soon, me and you.
Okay, but I do want to ask about the food hall real quick, and then I know because I don't want to hold y'all up.
Okay.
So what I was thinking on was there's some development on Saginaw on the opposite end, where Cassie's old spot was, the pottery spot.
Yeah.
So I had heard that there was a proposed, so there's a lot of things. There was something that came out in Oakland Press, or one of the presses, that spoke of a food hall that was supposed to be either in Mr. Allen's building, or then they were talking about it was going to be in Cassie Hink's building.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I haven't heard anything from the update of it. But April, offline, I'll give you my number, or I'll have Sante give it to you, and whatever I find out, you'll be the first to know, because we do need your business back in downtown Pontiac. She had like the most amazing jazz club. It was so dope. I sang there, so it was dope.
All right, yeah. So reach out to me, Mel. I think I still got your number.
Yes, please call me, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna sign out because I got things to do. I'm glad I got through, and good luck with this campaign season.
Yep. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, April.
Thanks, April.
So I got to go do the pinky thing now, really? That's what you're saying on the air.
But I listen, and I get the decorum. I'm just one that, you know, listen. I'm just one that, you know, a lot of people might say, you know, clean up the decorum and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with what April's saying.
Oh no, she's right.
At all. And it's proper,
but
it's
here's
right.
the thing. And this is the people take one or two incidents and say, that's you.
You can't surmise a person into that.
I have a person. Let me can I tell you this is the trick, Dodo Biden. I tell him all the time, and he had to tell me, no, let me I stand corrected. He told me. So we'll be at the diocese, right? So I'm gonna pretend like we're at city council. And a person will say, she destroyed my business. She did this, she did that, right? Shut up. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
All right.
And the truth of it is, I ain't never did nothing. All I did was ask for people to ask for insurance. All hell broke loose.
Okay.
I asked for people. I have a rule in no other city, and you live in Detroit, you live in Lake Orion. I have a question because you live in Lake Orion. Could you do business with Lake Orion if you owe Lake Orion money? No. You could not. Okay. This is Bloomfield, yes? This is Bloomfield. Could you do business in Bloomfield if you owe the city of Bloomfield money?
Nah.
Could you get a contract?
No, I couldn't get a contract with him.
See, here's the key word. All I said in a meeting, not at city council, is everybody need to have insurance. And if you owe the city money, you need to make arrangements. It turned into World War III. And I watched people who I thought loved me try to bait me into attacking their business so that they can get a lawsuit from the city and get paid.
Wow.
And you can't, and then they tell the story, she's against Black businesses and she's against Black women. I have a guy who says, I'm against people having, housing? How many times have I been sued? I've been sued 3 times since I've been on council. Wow. And it's all because instead of people having a conversation with me, they want to say, I'm against all these things. But if you, and this is the reason why I brought all that up. If you look at my voting record, take everything else out of it. I vote for people. I vote for housing. I vote for jobs. I vote for creating legacy. But here's the part that I can share. I stayed on Section 8 for 22 years because I was afraid of the responsibility of being a homeowner. It wasn't until my back was against the wall and I was tired of living in a place of lack that I had to learn how to be responsible, and now I'm a homeowner. Second, there's one more thing. I used to get on that mic in 2017 and I would rip Deidre Waterman to shreds. Mm-hmm. But when I got on the other side,
you saw things different.
I saw things different. And I watched people try to pull a you on you.
Okay.
And I said, okay, I didn't see, I ain't saying she's perfect, but I didn't see what they had to go through.
Right.
If people knew that our job is to keep the city moving forward, our job is not to be loved, liked, or admired, but to do the work, then I would have no issues. But because people want you to coddle and lie and tell them things that you know aren't true, mm-hmm. and I don't know BS. I'm not good at it. I'm not a good liar. He'll tell you I suck. So that's the issue, and that's why you hear decorum and she's out of place, but no one is saying that I don't. I take full ownership for my moments of anger, but I'll never keep allowing people to paint the narrative that I hate Black folks, or that I hate Black men, or that I don't believe in housing, or that I don't.
And that's what's important.
Yeah.
Okay. We have the decorum and how you have to treat colleagues a certain, and I get all of that, but what's more important is the work. What's more important is what you accomplish.
RB2L has been here how long now?
3 years.
And it's important to get along and have decorum. Those things are important.
Right.
But the record, let the record show and stand. Like even when we call on our judgment day, it's about the work that we've done.
Listen, RB2L has been here 3 years. Mm-hmm. He hates being on TV. He hates public accolades. Mm-hmm. But it was I needed people to know that this organization and us work together. This is his 3rd annual, and I want to talk about it so you can know about it, on August the 16th, right? Mm-hmm. Peace rally.
Okay.
It's the 3rd here.
It's the 3rd here, excuse me, correct myself.
The 6th annual peace
rally. Right. Yeah. You know why we do that? Not just to say peace. You could tell them about it. I don't want to overtalk you, darling.
Well, no, they're fine. It's in your district, but the peace rally, this is the 6th one. The whole goal to do the peace rally is to bring resources.
Okay.
So I want to have community engagement, to bring the community together in a peaceful way. But also at the same time, we want to be able to provide resources.
Okay.
Again, our theory, change a person's conditions, change their circumstances, or vice versa. So the goal is have those resources there. I want to be able to have CCRT there to assist individuals. If you got some utility issue, I want to have Mr. there. I want to be able to have these, because I do
resources. Yeah.
And to have these resources there, as well as employment opportunities.
Got you.
Have employers there to provide jobs. So you come to a festival and have fun, eat some food, and then get a job if you ain't got one. These are the things you want to do.
Right. Here's the other part you don't know, right?
Okay.
You remember the downtown when it was getting clean?
Yeah.
By CEO? Before he worked in his new capacity, Conrad was the outreach person for CEO. What's CEO?
The Center for Employment Opportunities.
And it's for returning citizens. Mm-hmm. Well, we help them get jobs. People don't know, and Sante, real talk, my regular job outside of being a councilwoman is that I'm a community outreach and enrollment specialist at the wellness clinic.
Okay.
So I literally give out resources all day long.
This is what you do.
Man, listen.
Right.
From 5 o'clock in the morning to 5 a.m., it never stops, because that's where the service comes from.
Yeah.
But I think we get, so all of us, because I used to get caught up in the muck too. I was good at the messy. I was amazing with messy. It was great for me until I got shut down and I met somebody who said, hey, sit down.
Right.
And I still have my little messy moments. I made mistakes. I made votes that I've had to pay for, but I've always tried to do right by people. There's an organization people hate right now that you probably don't know about. E-Community Service.
Oh yeah,
runs this service.
Absolutely know
People
about it.
don't. I went in there today, and you got to see. She got a new building downtown in District 1.
Oh really?
Oh my God, it's amazing.
I haven't seen.
It's listen. Jermaine Branner, Max Main has a program where he's teaching kids how to build houses. It's in District 1.
Okay.
I want everybody to be in District 1. Tanisha Taylor, real talk, is bringing Quest cheerleading in District 1.
Yeah.
Our office is in
your office is in the District 1. I want you to bring your stuff to District 1.
Also, what's happening in District 1? August 9th, we are doing a small business expo pop-up on the rooftop of the Riker. So we want to be able to let small businesses come, give them opportunities to be able to promote, showcase, let people know about their businesses.
Gotcha.
And that's also the week of Roadkill.
That's it. And then this other thing, my reach ain't just in Pontiac.
Right.
I'm gonna be performing at what is it?
Inkster
Night Out. Chief Jenkins, who's from Pontiac, hired me to perform with my band. So even in my music, in my ministry, I'm serving people. You know, the job don't stop, baby. The clock don't stop.
That's important what you just said. I'm gonna say a couple of more things because I still want to be able to let you go. But I'm glad you just said that your reach is outside of it, because I think that's an important thing right there, to have your reach more than just the reach in Pontiac. You got to have, as a politician, as somebody that makes change, as somebody that creates change and has outreach programs, to have resources outside. How was let me ask you this. This is a good question that popped in my head. How is your relationships dealing with the county, the people on that level and outside?
Okay, so I'm going to give you an example.
Yeah.
I got everybody on speed dial.
Okay.
So if I call you, it's an issue.
Okay.
I call Dave Coulter all the time. I thank God for that relationship. Okay. There are people who try to hate on that relationship, but that's my dog. Dave Woodward, I talk to him all the time. Haley Stevens.
Yeah. Slocum.
Slocum. Yeah. Like, let me tell you about Haley.
Those are important relationships.
Let me just tell you about how close me and Haley are to this day, and why I rock with her so hard. Haley Stevens gave my daughter her first job working in politics.
Wow.
My daughter was graduating from college. People don't even know the story, but I'm gonna tell you the story. We couldn't get no room in DC because I ain't had no money.
Yeah.
I was working at United Way, only making $33,000 a year. And Haley and me had just got cool. And I said, Haley, I don't have no place to stay for my daughter's graduation. This woman gave me her condo.
Wow.
Had her chauffeur pick us up. We had a chef. And I lived in her place that she stays in DC.
Wow.
And she had not known me no longer than 6 months. Brenda Lawrence, Congresswoman, gave my daughter a scholarship every year while she was in school. So it's not just knowing them as a politician. Jeremy Moss endorsed me not because he liked me. I get on everybody's nerves. Ask Mikhail Goodman. He just said it's Saturday.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I saw that y'all worked together last year.
Reconciliation can happen, and not disrespecting him as a council person. And I've had to do the work with him to restore that relationship. If you're really about the people, Pontiac people are going to see that. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. You know, I know you see on Facebook because my name come up every day. Somebody put up, she did something, I don't like her. She closed down the parks or whatever. But can't nobody say that I can't call nobody in this phone and get it done. I ain't taking credit for nothing else except I know who called Haley Stevens to get that money for that bridge. I know it's other people lying saying they did, but I know what I did because I ain't got to lie. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Right.
I know who called Jeremy Moss and said, hey, brother, Broham, my friend, I need you to give us some money. Right. I know who stopped it. I know who, if you go watch on the June 23rd, 2023 meeting, and they was trying to fool some Fugazi thing about the Phoenix Center, and everybody was like up in arms, don't tear it down. What they don't know is we owe money on it.
Right.
What they don't know is the taxpayers were going to pay that money. I want to explain this to you. People are like, gentrification is coming. Baby, gentrification has been here.
It's here.
You have to be a part of the solution. That's why we're doing the call to hope. It ain't because I got all the answers. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm being led by the Spirit of God to start. I'm being led by the Spirit of God, to start a neighborhood watch.
Right. That's why I wanted to get around to that. I'm glad you mentioned that.
I'm being led by God to ask my pastor to help me. I asked RB2L, and this is real talk. I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I got to do something. You understand?
Oh, that sounds like me.
I got to do something.
Yeah.
There's a lady down there like, why didn't you include XYZ?
I saw that.
I said, ma'am, anybody can come there. But there was a saying that Quincy Jones said when they was doing We Are the World. And this is what I'm going to say Saturday. Leave your ego and your politics and your banter at the door. Because we got work to do.
And that's Saturday at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Yes.
At the Picasso Gallery. Shouts out to Ivan Quinones.
Yeah.
And the reason why we chose it, as I said, I'm not going to do it.
Space.
Great space to use. I said, I'm not doing this where people just meet, eat food, complain, and talk about what you can go talk to your therapist. Right. But if you come in there with, listen, Miss Pam Alexander, she owns what's her building called?
Oh, her yoga studio?
The Legacy. I'm about to start having her do yoga in District 1. So to learn how people to de-escalate.
So this meeting on Saturday is a solution based.
It's all solution.
Yeah.
It's all, listen.
It's just not a gathering and we gonna kumbaya and pray for things to better. This is solution based.
Okay. School of Hard Knocks, baby. I ain't about prayer. I'm about that action.
Okay.
I'm about praying, but prayer without work
is dead.
Right.
Because here's the thing. Faith. That's what you. Thank you, Pastor. Did you know he was a minister? Real talk.
Yeah.
Nah.
Every morning we pray together. This is the thing. Anybody can get everybody all aroused and get everybody upset. But what you gonna do about the real solution? That's why it's gonna say leave your ego
at the door,
your politics
at home.
Listen, my opponent, let me put it on the floor, can come.
Right. That's what I was finna say.
Yeah.
Like at the
anybody
end of the day,
can come. I don't.
Everybody.
Listen, you ain't gotta like me to be at this meeting.
Politics or
it ain't about none of that. It's
at the end of the day, it's about Pontiac. It's about a better Pontiac.
And
no matter what.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something else. And this is real. And most people don't say that.
Yeah.
If God says, Mel, this is your end. I want him to still be successful. I can say it. It took me a while to get there. But because if I love this city, I'm going to love it whether I'm serving in it, whether I'm not serving in it, whether I got a title. Because if I love the city of Pontiac, I'm going to support whoever's in the seat.
And you're still going to be doing what?
And I'm still going to be serving.
There you go.
Because long after I'm gone, it's going to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. So it ain't about putting nobody up. It's about, we understand politics is competition. We understand the mudslinging. We understand the banters. But if we could get past our own self and say, I respect you too much to disrespect you. Let's run our races and keep it moving. Let's do this. Just do this on Saturday and keep it moving. Let's work with RB2L instead of making it about anything else. Let's get past. If I hurt you, and I'm gonna say it again, I do it all the time. If I've hurt you, I apologize. But I can't keep apologizing once I've acknowledged it. I've got to put work behind it.
Right.
And I hope that you see in this conversation and what I'm doing and everything I do, I'm doing the work. Now, there are people, 39% of them ain't gonna never vote for me. Ain't no matter what I do, I'm still to them, I'm not called to serve. But for the 59 that voted before, 61 actually, we gonna do this thing. And we gonna show them why I say District 1 is the best district in the city of Pontiac.
Well, there you have it. I mean, I wish I could keep her a little bit longer, you know what I mean? But it's
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
5 more
Can I ask a hard question then?
Okay, wait a minute. Can I drink my little
drink your Wawa, as they call it?
Give me my peach drink.
Yeah,
I got a little shot of
right.
tequila in there. I'm lying. I don't drink like that. That'll be the next rumor.
Okay. So I guess this is a two-parter. Okay. Because I don't want to really stay too long on this Pontiac Central thing. But I wanted a two-parter. One part is the big complaint that I was hearing as far as the Pontiac Central. I'm for it, and I'm glad that it's happening. But I guess a lot of the complaint was that the citizens found out in the last hour of it.
They didn't know.
Okay.
They didn't know. That was what.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's a lie.
Okay.
So it's a lie.
Okay.
My district knew of it last year. What happens is in my district, there are silos. There's an organization, no matter what I've done, they will find a way to cause problems. Let me give you an example. They went around saying Melanie Rutherford is going to vote for M1 to do all this stuff. I sat there the whole time. Now, you can go watch that meeting and watch who wrote in and said they supported changing the sound orders. I'm using this, for example, for a reason.
Okay.
I vote for the people, not for Melanie Street Rutherford. All right? So when we didn't have the money, meaning they couldn't show me where the money was, I didn't support it. If you go back to the March meeting in 2025, I said, Kafani, I need to see actual bank statements, and he will tell you, showing me that we have the funds to pay for this building. Mm-hmm. And here's the difference. I gave those bank statements to members in my community. I did that. Once I saw we had the money and it wasn't going to put us in harm's way, I voted for it.
Okay.
Here's what you don't know. There are people, and I'm not knocking nobody hustle. I ain't taking no jabs, who think if I complain enough, they're going to give me a check and I shut up. And they're not complaining because they want to get the money and service the people that Conrad mess with, the people that you mess with. They're complaining so that they can get rewarded for the complaints. You know how I know? Because I used to do it. You can't con, man.
Right.
You can't pull a you on you. So that's where all the controversy is. It's really people who for years, and they don't want to have these conversations, has they family's family has benefited from that type of politics. That's why social media is so dangerous, because this cancel culture that we have created will make somebody feel like they can destroy a person's life. And I speak from experience. All because they don't like you because you won't give them a check. All because you saying, hey, if you owe the city $200,000, I'm sorry, bro. I don't care if you've been here 100 years. You ain't getting no contract. And this is the part that I never talk, and I say it because I want you to look it up. You got kids, yes?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Would you allow your kids to go to a program that don't have insurance or have the city listed as insurance?
No.
So when I found out about that, I said something. I almost had a nervous breakdown the way I was harassed and threatened. And all I wanted was to keep the kids safe. Now, on my part, I got angry and I became aggressive with how I said it. But I'm somebody's mama. I'm somebody's auntie. And that's what it is. It be because I will ask and say, that is a lie. This is the truth. We need a Pontiac Central. You were when we were filming. What happened? I got what? Harassed.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I got harassed. I didn't do anything wrong. I have a woman who was mad because you won't cuss the mayor out. You won't call the mayor out. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm doing? Here's the policy. This is what he didn't do. This is why I ain't voting for.
Right.
I have a gentleman who puts human feces on my signs, goes through my trash, posts about me being fat, posts about my daughter, posts pictures of my home. I ain't doing this because I want to do it. It's because God told me to do it. So the Pontiac Central thing, they lying on the pits of hell, they knew. They just didn't like what they knew. You got two more questions. Praise the Lord.
Wow. I mean, but you kind of almost knocked the both out. But here's the other one. Here was the other one. It was the M1 concourse. You know, there's a lot of complaints, and it is in your district. So a lot of people have a lot of complaints with the noise ordinance they had, and also a lot of people feel like M1 gets away with murder.
Do they really?
That's what I'm not saying it, but that's what people say. So I'm just talking far as what I'm hearing.
Let me tell the people something.
All right.
All right. What you see me vote on? M1 never gave me a dime. That's the lie that people like to say. What happened was they wanted the sound ordinance to change. I talked to 4 people. This is my crew who I talked to. Sonya May, Conrad, Linda Watson, Carol Wilkins. Oh, sorry, number 5, Rosalind Northcross. I said, I can't do this. And they offered. They were going to support, but I couldn't sell my district out. I'm not for sale. So I voted no. Okay. I get letters, he can tell you, from every business in there. And I'm voting no.
So let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
Can I ask?
Go ahead,
ask
sir.
Me what you want.
So,
but be sweet about it.
Yeah, I just want you to think about it. And he's a Pontiac resident too. What would Pontiac be without M1? I just want to ask that question. How much do they bring in revenue-wise?
That's a great question, man. That's a great question,
Millions.
bro. Great question.
So ask the question to people. What would Pontiac be without M1? What would take its place if you don't like the noise ordinance? Then what would take its place that would bring the revenue in that would satisfy?
I'm happy they're here, actually.
I don't have
I'm
a
very
problem
happy
with
that
M1.
they're here.
The problem that I have is that we needed, listen, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I wasn't elected then. Go check the facts. There was supposed to be a sound wall.
Yeah.
Did it happen?
There's no sound wall.
There was supposed to be protection for the community. Did it happen? So who was in this seat?
At that time.
At this time. I'll wait. See, because don't nobody want to say what it is. And they're going to get on here and try to be defensive and grandstand, but they already know they don't support me anyway. So I'm not taking no jabs. I'm speaking facts.
It's just the truth.
I'm speaking facts.
It's just the truth.
And so somebody's going to call them and say, oh, she was taking jabs. You know, I was not. I'm telling you the truth. I wasn't in office. Okay? Just like we don't have a DPW department. Who was in office when we didn't have one? Go back. Now, they use this word decorum. I love it. Let me say something to you. Remember when it was a fight every week at city council with the previous situation? Hold on. So you don't know this. Oh, baby. It went down. It was pure entertainment.
Oh, it was wild.
It was all the way wild, all the way live. Nothing got done. What got done? Here's the other thing. People don't want to tell y'all the truth. You know how long that bridge is supposed to be replaced? About at least 10 years. What we do here is we kick the can. And then people get in their feelings because they feel like that this seat gives them the authority to lie to folks. I ain't got to lie. We can't get the job done in the city because we don't have enough workers for the city. Okay. Let's talk about that. We can't start the youth center until we vote on it as a council. Let's talk about that. See, everybody want now. We all want instant gratification. That's not real. You know how I know? Because I used to think like that. That is a poverty mentality. Not calling nobody poverty. I'm choosing my words wisely because they're gonna try to use everything that I'm saying against me. You cannot say I want it now, but you're not willing to go through the process. Mm-hmm. I wanted a house. How many times I want a house since I've been knowing you? And I wasn't ready. And then I had to go to classes, to learn how to budget, to learn how to clean a house, to learn how to buy the supply. It's a process. Mm-hmm. We have to stop two things: rewarding bad behavior, and 2, ignoring the process.
So what happened if you got the house without the process?
I lost it in 6 months.
Right.
Because I ain't know how to pay. Listen, I ain't know nothing about bi-weekly. You could do. I'm being real. Mm-hmm. That's why, out of my experience, I serve my district.
Right. Let's answer this question right here.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Ranisha Lewis. I know her slightly. Good evening. Do you have a relationship with the owner of UWM?
I know him. He cool. But I voted no for them once. Go back and look at the vote.
What was that vote for pertaining?
So they wanted these, what's them cameras on? I'm scared of.
Oh, those are up in the...
yeah.
Okay.
I was scared. But now I thank God I changed my mind because there was a horrible incident where somebody could have got killed. And I had to see the data.
Yeah.
They had to show, listen, I'm from the show me place in Pontiac. You got to show me before you try to convince me of anything. It saved somebody's life.
Right.
So yes. And I think UWM is doing what they need to do to enhance and improve that side of the town. But I think they could do more. Did you know we got over $350,000 for scholarships that this administration has never rewarded anybody? Now, that's one thing Deidre Waterman did, the Williams Agency, for STEAM. She rewarded it. You know how I know, Shantae?
Oh.
My daughter got it 2 years in a row.
Okay.
So listen, we have to stop acting like we don't know what's happening. People have checked out. They are ready to go. God bless them all. But for the ones that's got to stay here, we still got to do the work.
Right. Right.
Next question.
Ultimately, let me just ask you this, because I remember the last council. I remember the last administration.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah.
I wasn't as involved as I am now.
I didn't care.
But it was pretty entertaining. All I can say is this. Do you feel over the last 4 years, roughly almost 4 years now, your district in the city overall has become better?
Absolutely.
What in specific has in your district became better?
I'm going to show you, for example.
Roads.
Okay.
I'm going to show you, for example, real quick. Can you do me a favor?
What's that?
You got a phone? Anybody got a phone? Call this number real quick. Somebody out there call this number. 248.
You want me to call it on the
You
phone?
can call right now, baby.
Okay.
248. Hold on, let me get it together. Get to the 758 3017. Let me know when you call. Let it ring. Is it ringing? I hear it ringing.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's see. Let me turn the ring on. Hold on. That's City Hall. But guess what number it's on?
Ooh,
It's on my private phone.
Wow.
I'm accessible at all times, baby. That's the difference.
Ooh. Okay.
That's my direct number in my office at City Hall that is on my phone.
Yeah, I used to think that was weird.
You think it was weird?
I think it was weird. You too. Well, my phone number is and I said, you just give it to everybody.
And the reason why I did that is so that no one can say, "Well, I can't reach Councilman." You a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the call log. And the difference in my district is that they're being served.
Okay.
You call me and say, I can't get a garbage can. It's so bad, I will call, and he don't even live in Pontiac. I say, honey, can you go shovel somebody's snow? Because the lady says she can't get out. That's how much love my family, because he's my family. We love this district that we gonna serve, baby. Listen, I worship here in District 1. I work in District 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a homeowner, so I can talk that talk and walk that walk in District 1. I pay my taxes in District 1. My business is registered in District 1. Listen, I don't know what else y'all want. I'm 11111.
Right. Number one.
Next question.
Renisha followed up and she basically said, I'm thinking you can lean in. He is pretty supportive of our city. I believe she's still talking about Matt with
So this
UWM.
is Matt Ishbiel.
Yeah.
Matt Ishbiel is doing a lot of work with the current, and I got to talk about my council. Y'all haven't asked me no questions about being on the council and the council members, and I get it, but I ain't gonna shy away from it. So I'm gonna say a couple things. Matt Ishbiel has a great relationship with our current council president, Mike McGinnis.
Okay.
And Mike has been able to be the bridge to gap. And he also has a relationship with William Carrington because now UWM is in District 6. It was in District 7. It's District 6. Yeah, District 6. So I know that if I needed to lean in, and I know them, they know me. They gave Coates, what year was that? My last co-drive, but they got upset because I gave Coates. Did you know people?
3.
Yeah, folks got mad because I gave out Coates and turkeys.
Oh, wow.
I'll wait for it. That's what happened. They gave out thousands of dollars worth of Coates, but they could do more. And Ranisha, I will take that to them and call it a day.
Yeah, we need book bags too
for
the peace rally. Yes,
so we have 3.
Yes.
Did we highlight the 3 events we got going on?
The peace rally is 16th.
Which you say 16th.
Saturday.
Is it 16th of July or the 16th of August? August 16th.
Yeah, August 16th.
And where's it gonna be at?
Bodett Park.
Okay, that's in District 1. This Saturday is the Call to Hope. Mm-hmm. It's at 46 North Saginaw. We're going to be meeting. The pool will be provided by Pat Steed, Lily Bees. She lives in District 1. It's District 1 all day. On August the 9th, we're doing the what?
pop-up business expo, small business expo, Riker. 35 was Huron. We're gonna be on the roof. I better talk to Tim, but we're gonna be on the roof of the Riker. Great space right over Woodward. So like literally roadkill weekend. If you got a business, that's the spot you need to be at.
Right.
People gonna see you on that roof, DJ, everything. So yeah.
We are also going to be starting yoga and meditation classes with Pam Alexander, who is a lifelong District 1 resident.
Hey Pam.
Hey Pam. And the Legacy, District 1. Hey, I hire anybody in District 1. You trying to do something. And also, we currently are supporting the crab tea for Troy Crab for the kids at OSHA.
Oh, and the chess club with the chess club and library, Mr. Paul Cohen. We have a chess club that we do with Mr. Paul Cohen in the public library in Pontiac. That's bring your kids. We love to see them doing this chess. It's a beautiful thing to see.
District 1.
Yeah.
So in other words, all we do, we live, breathe, and eat District 1. That's all we got. Next question.
Hey, okay. Phoenix Center, real quickly. Phoenix Center demo is going on. Revitalization. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking God to preserve me. I want to see Pontiac really just be what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing. I be praying like, Lord, I just want to see it. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something.
And people wasn't happy about that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh my God!
Look, we can't live in the past forever. And I'm all about nostalgia, but we gotta keep moving, y'all.
Let me ask this question real quick.
Yes,
if I can, before we go, because grandbaby came from
cheerleading.
She we ain't. So
okay.
Real quick though.
Really?
So the Phoenix, I just come from work. He ain't picking her up. So
Everybody know all that.
The Phoenix Center. Ask this question, and this is how much was the total cost of the remodeling project that's going on? Because you good with it on them numbers.
$174 million.
So $174 million spent. Correct. That's going to be spent for this project. So that means that's a huge transformation that's going to happen for $174 million. Correct. With that being said, what happens to the residents of the Phoenix Center apartment when you got that much money invested, but you have what we'll call the less class that would be right in the middle of it? Does that make economic sense? I'm an economic development manager at ECN in Detroit. So we think economic development, you have to have a simple question.
So this question is complex, but it's real. If you ask anybody to live in the Phoenix Center, because that's what we're talking about. I'm over there all the time. We clean up the Phoenix Center. I go in there and we clean up. People can lie and say whatever they want, but that's what we do.
Right.
RB2L helps me, and I go in there myself. I say, don't take no pictures of me. And somebody put a picture, and I was like,
we got pictures.
I said, don't take no pictures of me doing this, because they'll say, Melanie trying this because she's trying to give us. No, ma'am, no, sir. My auntie live in that building. We got family that live over there, and we don't like the conditions, so we trying to improve it. That being said, I sit at a table with community leaders, and we meet once a month about what's going to happen in District 1, specifically for the Phoenix Center apartments. As I said before in that meeting, and then you can quote me on it, I will never allow a situation where those individuals who don't know how to advocate for themselves don't have a place to go. I'm advocating on a daily. Can I just say, even though people hate code enforcement, let me tell you something. They've lost their classification because the building is not up to par. I'm actively trying to make it better. But also the county is going to put their money where their mouth is. And I believe that we're going to find a way to restore that building to it being a safe environment, because the county ain't spending all this money to let that building go in disarray. I believe in collective community partnerships. A lot of people will say whatever they want to say. Where was you at when all this was happening? Before I was on city council, I was a hustler. So I know both sides of the game. You can't con the con man. What I'm going to say is we're going to do what we have to do in that Phoenix Center. And if I have to go to jail, and the people know this about
Don't say jail.
Oh, J-A-I to the L. I ain't letting nobody be put out homeless.
Right.
I ain't letting nobody not have a place to stay. And people are going to have living conditions that they deserve. And everybody can say that, but they have not. Until you have lived in a building where there are rats and roaches. Bed bugs. Don't tell me nothing about what needs to be done in this district.
Right.
Until you have let people stay in your home that you didn't know.
Right.
Don't tell me about how to serve this district. Until you have taken your last. I got $7 in my pocket right now and ain't going to have no money till next week because I just helped somebody pay their lights and gas. Don't tell me about how to service District 1. So to answer your question, we have to do in the Phoenix Center apartments. We're gonna make sure that it's improved, and that's a promise. Not because I'm a councilwoman, but because I'm Melanie Shree Rutherford and I'm a woman of God, and that's all I know is how to serve God's people. Next question, anybody?
Greg Muscavalley
Yes.
said, "Will there be performance space?"
Greg is the mayor of South Boulevard. Did you know that? If you ride on South Boulevard right now, Greg, tell him if I'm lying. We just did a new we cleaned up and put flowers and mulch. It looks beautiful. Of course there'll be a 2-acre space that's going to be there, Greg. And you already know this, and I hope to see you Saturday because we need you to come.
Now, what is Lewis saying in regards
What is Lewis saying? Let's go. What did he say?
Backpacks and bikes giveaway.
Okay. You're talking about Renisha. She says
Renisha.
backpacks. I'm actually responsible for the majority of that, or what's ordered into the buildings. So she must work for UWM or something.
You better work for UWM, right, Nisha? We need some backpacks.
Yes, please,
Right, Nisha. My number is 248-758-3017. Can I give out your number, sir? No.
Give the business number 248-509-680.
Okay, honey, you ain't got to be like that.
And and I'm very happy that UWM is here. I remember Matt when his dad brought him in. United Wholesale Mortgage used to be a very small place. I actually trained Matt when his daddy brought him in for like maybe 2 months, and it was just it's a legacy thing that they got going on there, man. And it just turned into, I never imagined it, and them bringing it into Pontiac.
Right.
Just to have situations like Amazon. I think we blessed to have Amazon, United Wholesale, and M1.
They can say what they want to say about Deidre Waterman. Let me say, they put this on the floor.
Yeah.
Deidre brought Amazon here.
Yeah.
Deidre brought United Wholesale Mortgage here. Deidre brought M1 here. I'm sorry.
Right.
She don't like me, and I don't particularly like her.
She did the do though, right?
Listen.
Well, we need to talk to Amazon, M1,
that's it,
as well as UWM.
Come on now.
To be at the Peace Rally because it's about community.
Yes.
So give something. I don't care if you get some shoestrings.
Get some shoes, but I do
give something to this thing. Don't talk about community. I know y'all give money and stuff like that kind of thing. Come boots on the ground and get out here and do stuff. And
it's such a thing called being a good corporate citizen. And then if you're going to be in a city like Pontiac that does have needs, you got to do that type of stuff.
I do want to say just 2 things I've been waiting on you to ask me all night.
Well, go ahead.
About what's the culture of being on city council.
Well, let me ask that question.
Yes.
Before we get too gone far.
Yeah.
What is the culture of being on city council? I mean, I'm gonna ask you this question because this was what a lot of people were saying in the very beginning with it. Y'all so kumbaya and y'all just this and that. I remember hearing that in the very beginning, like y'all pass everything, y'all go along with the mayor. In the very beginning, y'all get along too good. And I'm like, what the problem? I said, what's the problem with being able to get along? People got so used to council not getting along or being so fist to fist to each other that. So what is it now? What is it? I'm
gonna put it like this.
Yeah.
We vote in the best interest of the city. Every vote ain't World War III. Some votes, I say no. I vote a lot. I say no all the time.
And that's the job, right? You can't vote yes all the time.
I pissed off McGinnis. I say no. I pissed off. He would tell you, I get a call at 2:00 in the morning. What was you thinking? No. But they trust me that there's a reason behind why I vote no. This is the culture of the council. We are 7 individuals who were brought together to serve the city of Pontiac, and that's what we do, serve. You have 2 pastors on there. You have 2 LGBTQ community members. You got 1 straight heterosexual, and you got 2 females.
You talking about Karen?
Yes,
okay.
3 females, excuse me. Yeah, this. But I'm going to tell you why I say all that. And I got to say it because I ain't scared of nobody. And they're going to try to take... There are people right now telling folks, don't vote for individuals because they're gay, and telling them that they're going to go to hell. Pastors. I ain't going to name them, but they know who they are. That they're going to go to hell if they vote for people. That's not how you win a race. There are people that say, don't vote for Melanie Rutherford because she stole some money and
kingpin.
And I'm a kingpin and she going to jail. I ain't been brought in, talked to, didn't do nothing. I served people. I bought helmets. That's all I'm going to say. Show me where I stole. And here's the other thing, I'm 100 about it. Prior, and no one has asked me this, but I'll say it. Prior to me being on city council, I worked as a consultant for cannabis companies.
Okay.
Go look and see what I voted on. I'll wait. I did not vote because I did not want to get in trouble. What I made the mistake of thinking is that people that I worked with were my friends. There was a season when I rocked so tough with the current mayor, you couldn't tell me nothing. And then I saw some things and I said, this ain't right. And I called them out and I became the black angry female. Why does she always say something to Tim? I say it because he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
There will be some more new council.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah.
There's going to be a new mayor.
Absolutely.
So how was your, of course, not going back to the decorum question, whatever, but it's just going back to, there's going to be some new people.
Absolutely, there is.
So, moving forward, whoever may be the new mayor coming in and some new council members, and, prayerfully, you go ahead and retain your seat.
God willing, the creek don't rise.
Right. What do you feel like is, this is going to look like for District 1?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. This is my prayer. I'm going to talk about District 1 really quickly in 30 seconds. It is my hope and pray that God allows me to get reelected. But if I don't, I'm asking the people of District 1 to give the person a chance to serve.
Okay.
Because the seat is bigger than me. The district is bigger than me, and they deserve to be served as well. That is where I'm at. That is why you don't see me, no matter what anybody tries to accuse me of, I don't knock my opponent. I don't have people come up to the mic attacking him, because even if I don't particularly like an individual, I have to still respect him because he's a man and I am a servant of God, and I'm going to keep doing it. Whoever wins in any race, it is my hope that they are bringing resources and results and respect. I do not want to go back to a time when my people were not serviced well. I do not want to go back to a time when people couldn't call their council person. So whoever gets elected as mayor, I don't want no baby kissing mayor. I want a mayor that's going to do the work. I don't want nobody that destroys relationships that we in this council have built up. I want them to improve it. I don't want nobody to play favorites and know that they are on boards they should be on and vote for stuff that they shouldn't be a part of when they done made side deals. I want people to service the people of Pontiac. I'm about to cry because it's real. Because the people of Pontiac deserve better. And we deserve our moment. And that's what my prayer is, because it's never going to be about me. It's about people. And that's what I want to see with this council. Stop coming here looking for war and look for resolution. Stop coming in as a mayor looking to destroy people, character and their livelihood, and just respect them. And you know how I know it? Because I went through it. I'm going through it right now. But the Bible says, greater is he that is in me that is in the world. And I want people who want to serve everybody, whether you're gay, you're straight, you're black, you're ugly, you're poor, you're green, you're Mexican. You better serve people, because guess what? When we get done with this, there's a dash. And I'm going to leave it like this. This is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to be done. People can say what they want about Everett C. But Everett C served to the day he died. And that's what I want to see in this council. I want to see that we all fall down and we get back up. I want to see the city of Pontiac work together and stop playing petty politics and just do the work. And if that is my legacy, that is all I've ever taught you, you will never be able to say I didn't do the work. Do the work and let the work speak.
For itself.
That's it.
Wow. Wow. We had to get a hand of applause for that, because honestly, I seen the passion, and I know the passion, Mel, Councilwoman. I know you have a heart for Pontiac, I know you have a heart for District 1. Overall, you have just a heart for this community, for the community. Overall. Not, it's bigger than just this seat. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to continue. I want you to continue to work hard and be yourself. I'm just telling you, because a lot of times people just don't want you to be yourself. And a lot of people, quote unquote, they gatekeep, but they ain't even gatekeeping. They ain't got nothing to gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? Mel, continue to be yourself. Continue to do you. Continue to go ahead and be true to yourself. And that's the best way you can serve District 1. And that's the best way you're going to be able to continue to serve the city of Pontiac.
Thanks.
I want to thank you for the, I know, I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
I thank God for this opportunity to serve people.
That's why I wanted you to, this is why I wanted you to come, if you had a chance and opportunity
I thank God for the mistakes I made.
Right.
Thank God for the pitfalls I went through, because it's made me a better human. It's made me a better woman. It's made me a better servant. And I just want Pontiac to win. That's all I want. I don't want nothing else. I just want Pontiac to win.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I believe, me myself, just looking at things I'm not in, the walls of where the decisions are made. I know where, and I've been honestly very, very blessed to be around City Hall a lot more these last couple of years, man. And I really just, I'm gonna tell you like this. I have seen improvement. I've seen things be better than what they were, and I'm people gonna always find something to complain about. They always are. But we got to focus on what we're doing right and understand that the things that we are doing wrong, then we got to learn and continue to move forward with those, man. And that's just part of maturity. And that's just part of being, progressive. But I'm going to tell you, continue to do what you know is the right thing to do in your heart for the people. Like you say, you're representing the people, and continue to do that and represent who you are. Never back down from who you are. And I know we all know Mel can take it up some, but that's okay, because that's Mel. You know what? I lost my mom not too long ago. And this is one thing that, and I appreciate Mel for, she sang at my mom's funeral, and she gave a proclamation for my mom. But I'm going to tell you this. We always, like when my mom was alive, and my mom liked to talk a lot, man. My mom liked to be a certain way. And, that's what made her her. If she'd been anything different, it wasn't never her, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to continue to always be you. And if you turn up a little, turn up. Because we know at the end of the day, you're turning up for a reason. I'd rather have that turn up person than somebody that's, like I said, all buttoned up and being a certain way, but and they in the back room making deals, they crooked, they wrong. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are and continue to, because I'm going to continue to be who I am.
I want to just say this.
Yeah.
You draw too much attention to do dirty stuff.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? Like, you just, like, that would just be weird. Like, you already is.
Yeah, you
know
can't
what I
be,
mean? Like,
Oh man, listen,
Yeah.
this is the part that's really, and I know we're about to go, but this is the part that I really want people to hear. At the end of the day, it is about we the people.
It's about the people.
We the people. So when you vote in August, do it for the people. When you vote in November, because that's when people think that you have to vote for me. I am not on the ballot. I want to make sure I say this clear. I am not on the ballot because we did not have a primary. We're in the general election. It is not to November. Vote for the people. Don't let nobody scare you by saying, "Oh, the white people come, they gonna get rid of us," or the Mexicans taking all the jobs. Oh my God, I don't have a place. If you let your faith outweigh your fear, you're gonna have a place in the city of Pontiac. And people can say, "You just using religion." I just know this. In my darkest moment, God saved me. And I know another thing. I owe the city of Pontiac my life, because they saved me. It wasn't my family like that. It was teachers, it's principals. It's so many people I owe. And I owe a debt of service and gratitude. And I thank you, Asante, for a lot. I didn't mean to get emotional.
Oh, it's all good.
And I know they're going to say, "Oh, she just acted." No, ma'am. No, ma'am, sir. I love the city. I cry for it. I believe for it. I pray for it. I just want peace.
Yeah.
And I want people to just stop trying to destroy people because Facebook make you think you tough. Because you ain't met tough. till your face been plastered on TV and in every newspaper article in the world. You ain't met tough till you've had to walk away from somebody physically threatening your life and they are men. You ain't tough until you've seen somebody try to take everything you love and destroy you with it, because the Bible says, and this is the quote I'm going to use when I'm done. He says, I will set a table before you in the presence
of your
enemies. And if you ain't seen nothing else, I've been there. I'm not a victim. I'm not a martyr. I'm just somebody that God is using in this season to make a difference. And all I want to hear, you'll hear me say, is, well done, my good and faithful servant. That's all I got.
Wow. Well, with that being said, and that's the deal. Hey, again, I would like to, thank you both for coming in and joining. And
thank you.
Yes. Yeah, man. Anytime that you want to, stop by or call or whatever, please do, because ultimately that's what it's about. It's about the progressiveness of Pontiac, being solution based, and it's not about being liked.
If you don't say that, listen.
You said that was it.
That was it.
A whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Just want to say, because we're going to close out.
Yeah.
I know she got to go.
Yeah. She like, all right now.
The 11th, call to hope. We want to make sure everybody in Pontiac, please come to that. Let's come together. If you about community, then be about community. We want you to come to that.
Yes.
August 9th, pop-up shop. But August 16th, that we forgot to mention, thanks to Nisha for the Pontiac Youth Department, because this is a collaboration that we've done with District 1 and RB2L to do this event, to have the carnival rides and the bounce houses and the petting zoos and the food and the fun and also jobs.
J-O-B.
And resources, backpacks.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. So
shouts out to the best council ever, in my opinion, the council I serve on. You guys are doing an amazing job. Shouts out to all the people that's running for office. May God bless you and keep you. May he put his hands upon you and may he give you peace. That's all I got.
All right, you guys. Thanks again. You guys have a great evening, and thanks for watching Pontiac WYAC DM.3 social media radio. It's a reason why we number one, baby, because we bring people like this. You know what I mean? So here we go. One love. Peace.